Hello, I'm with,
Maxwell Orr.
and I will be asking a few questions about waste in the Yale community in New Haven. My first question is, when you eat in the dining hall, how much food do you typically leave uneaten?
I would say I aim to clean my plate, so at the most maybe one or two bites. Maybe if it's on the bone chicken or something, I'm not getting it down to the bone exactly, but for the most part, eating everything that I take.
Awesome. Are you aware of any systems in place to monitor or reduce food waste at Yale?
I know at the dish drop there's compost bins, recycling bins, and trash cans. And I think there's like the meal swipe donation that we do at the end of the year. That's kind of the extent of it, honestly, that I'm aware of.
Awesome, thank you. Do you make conscious decisions about portion size or food selection to reduce waste?
No, I'd say my decisions on what I put on my plate are pretty much entirely based on what I need to fully fuel myself. So, in that sense, I'm not looking to reduce waste because I'm trying to eat everything that I put on my plate.
Awesome. Question 4, have you noticed any campaigns or signage related to food waste in Yale dining halls?
I know that there are signs, and I've literally seen like the phrase "reduce your waste." I couldn't tell you exactly what that's related to. I have a feeling it has to do with just trying to make sure people only take what they need. That's kind of my only knowledge.
Awesome, thank you. What do you do with leftover food when you eat outside of the dining halls?
Does this mean like I go to a restaurant in New Haven and I have leftovers?
Exactly. So this could be you either buy food from supermarkets or you go to a restaurant.
Yes, if there's enough leftovers where I can take it home with me, I will do that. If it's just a few bites, I might just leave it on the plate. I know it's technically good manners to leave one bite of food on your plate to signal that it was the appropriate portion size. And then hopefully that food gets eaten or shared at my house, left in our fridge.
Awesome. 6th question. Would you support initiatives like composting bins in dorms or more transparent waste statistics such as Yale showing on their website exactly how much waste there is, what they've done to change it, and their initiatives?
I would support that. I think there's no reason not to. I think the compost bin, the only concern is that maybe it smells if it's not in a good spot or if it's not routinely taken out. And then statistics would be interesting. I've heard a rumor that Yale is not able to donate their leftover D Hall food to the homeless community because of liability risks. So I'm not sure, one, the extent of that, like how true that is, and how much waste there actually is would be really interesting to hear.
Awesome, thank you. 2 more questions. Number 8, how could Yale better educate or incentivize students to reduce food waste?
I think it would be tough to incentivize students to reduce food waste, but I think that they could do a better job informing us of the initiatives that they're doing and perhaps contextualizing recent D-Hall changes. I think like moving to grab-and-go options at some of the residential dining halls is probably geared at reducing waste, but I think that maybe is not communicated super clearly, which leads to some students feeling like it's not a great solution. But actually, I've heard positive things since that change has gone into effect.
Awesome, thank you. And last question, have your waste habits changed since coming to Yale? If so, how?
I would say my food waste habits have not changed, but my general waste may have gone up. I think New Haven, the city, doesn't offer great recycling things, so moving off campus, all of my waste is kind of thrown into one giant bin and then thrown into one big dumpster. And a lot of the takeout material is obviously very wasteful, and that's how a lot of the food that I eat is given to me because I don't eat all of my meals in the D Hall. So more wasteful in terms of packaging, less wasteful maybe in terms of food.
Awesome. Thank you, Maxwell.